Welcome to the Aquaflow Crypto Lab. It's been quite a long time since my last video, so I want to share an update of the current situation with you guys. Are we still in the bull market? Are we in a bear market? I'm going to try to give you a clear picture of the state of the market, and by the end of the video, you will know exactly the key levels to watch. Today we are going to start with the channel chart, then I'm going to dive into the big picture chart. I will tell you all you need to know about the Moonshot chart. Of course, we are going to have a look at the bull bear index for XRP. And the last chart of the day will be the cloud chart. If you're new here, please consider subscribing to the channel. Now, let's begin. Oh, and I almost forgot, guys. Soon, you will be able to access my premium indicators. And you know that my indicators are very accurate and reliable. And as you can see from here, in the list, we have the ocean wave indicator, which is a bottom indicator for BTC and XRP. Here we have the rocky path, which is also a bottom indicator for Bitcoin and XRP. We have the foggy band for XRP and Bitcoin, and this time it is a bull bear indicator. We have the green light indicator, which is a top indicator for Bitcoin, and the hotspot indicator for XRP on the 23 days time frame. For example, here for XRP, let's hide the top indicator and the bottoms indicators. You can see that we have still the bull bear indicator, which is the foggy band, okay? And it is a wonderful indicator to detect bull and bear conditions. Also, as I said, we have here the ocean wave and the rocky path. As you can see, if I display the ocean wave, for example, you can see that every time that we touch it, we bounce to the upside. So it's a wonderful indicator for bottoms, right? And the same for rocky path, except that it is closer to the price. And with this indicator, you are able to say at every moment where the price could go at the bare minimum. Meaning that once you have this level, you know that the price cannot go below it with the current candle, with the current monthly candle. Anyway, if you want to know more about these indicators, you can visit my website on the Premium Indicators page. I put the link in the description of the video. Now it's time, let's talk about the current situation of the market. First, let's focus on the white line because this is one of the most important line right now for XRP. Why? Because with this simple line, we are able to say if XRP is ready to go to the moon or not. For example, just right here, before going to the moon in this phase of the market, we used the white line as a strong resistance. For example, here we touched it, we went down, right? Here we touched it, we got rejected. Here again, we got rejected. We tested it again and again, and we got rejected, right? And then for the first time in a long time, we had this gigantic green candle. And thanks to this candle, we pierced the white line, but it was not enough. And we went down to retest it, but this time as a support. And we hold this level as a strong support, and that's why we were able to go up after this retest, right? We went to the moon. Then after this major top, we went down, we retested the white line as a support successfully, right? But after this, we crossed it again. And this time we were in a bear market and we started to use this line as a strong resistance again, like it was the case just right here. This time here we got rejected, here again rejected, here rejected, and here rejected again. Then we pierced the line, SEC sell-off, we went up again, and with this candle, we started using the line as a strong support this time. And thanks to this candle, we went up again. Then we went down, support, we have a nice bounce. Then we crossed the white line and we started to use it as a resistance. We got rejected to the downside, sideways, until touching the line again and we got rejected, right? And now if we zoom in, you will understand exactly what's going on right now. you can see that we got rejected by the white line when we were there, then we pierced it, and when we tried to get some support from it, we couldn't, we crossed it again, meaning that this was still a resistance. We got rejected by the line. Why? Because we have no candle body closing above the white line. This is key. We have a close of the candle above the line, but no full candle body closing above the line. For example, in the past, you see this big green candle. It was just a close above the white line, but we needed an entire body closing above the line, and we couldn't because look, after we have this huge red candle closing below it, then a huge green candle closing above it, but still no full candle body closing above the line. And with this candle, it was the very first time that it happened, and that's what triggered this moonshot. This is why we want XRP to be able to close above the white line with a full candle body. And so far, we got rejected here, here rejection, here we tested the line, but we got rejected by it. Here we pierced it with this wick, right? But we went all the way down to close below the line. And unfortunately, so far we've been rejected by the line. Here it was the case, right? Here, as I said, big rejection. Here, small rejection with a close below the line. Here we tried to pierce the line, but we couldn't, and we closed below it. Here it was exactly the same thing. It was pretty bearish, and that's why we went down, right? To retest the bull market support with the blue dots. Then we went up, we touched the line again with this candle, but we got rejected to the downside. Then we went up, we pierced the line again, but we got rejected by it, and you see we are still pretty close to the white line. I'm not sure if it is above or below it, but still no full candle body closing above the white line. And right now we see this red candle. So currently the white line is around a little bit less than 66 cents. So keep this level in mind. And even if we are able to close above it by the end of April, we will still need to wait for the end of May to have a full body closing above the white line. Also, I want to talk about the channel. As you know, this channel is key in XRP price chart. I remind you that on this chart, we have also the bull market support with the blue dots. But the magic comes from the fact that this channel works also for the bull market support and the blue dots. As you can see, here was the top of the bull market support with the blue dots, because when we were around the red level just right here, the indicator went down, right? Then we went up again during this bull market, and here it topped again around the same level, which is the red line. Then again, if you pay attention to the yellow line this time, you see that here we got a bounce from the blue dots because we went down, and then we encountered this yellow line and we went up, right, before crossing it again. Here it was exactly the same thing. We went down around the yellow line with the blue dots, you see it, right? And we got a nice bounce from it to the upside. And now you can see where I'm going with this. Here we have the bottom of the bull market support with the blue dots. And the bottom was right in the green area. So this means that if the blue dots wants to stay in this channel, this has to be a bottom also. This way we would have a top just right here, then a bottom, a top, and a bottom of the blue dots. So what does it mean for us? It means that we are pretty close to know if XRP will be able to bounce from this level. As you can see here, when we were about to cross the green area, we have the dots coming up like this, going up, right, to the moon. And here we are pretty close to cross the green area again. If it is not during this the next month, meaning in May, it will be in June. So I expect a move from XRP before July if XRP wants the blue dots to stay into the channel. So now you see that with simple lines, we are able to understand what's going on right now and what to expect from XRP if we want to stay in a bull market. If I sum it up, we have two main things to watch. First, we have to cross above the white line, and we have to prevent the blue dots from crossing the green area. I hope it's clear. Now we can move to the next chart, the big picture chart. So this chart is telling us if XRP is still in a bull market or not. And I can already say that despite the current move to the downside, XRP is still in a bull market. How can I say this? Well, let's have a closer look. As you know, as long as XRP doesn't cross below the bull bear band, we are still in a bull market. And you can see that currently XRP is still playing with the top of the band. We already had this breakout. We went up and then down to retest the band as a support. We couldn't hold it and we went down further. Then we went up again. We could hold the top of the band as a support, which was wonderful, but we were not able to make a new high compared to this high. Then we went down into the band again, and I said that in order to go in a bull market, we needed to go above the band and to make a higher high compared to this high. And as you can see, we went up. It was pretty close to this high, but we couldn't make a higher high. This is key, guys, because we see that XRP is still struggling to inverse the trend. So we could maintain a level above the band, which is good. But now XRP is penetrating the band again and the band is turning orange. This means that we still have some downside pressure. And just like every time we cross and we penetrate the band again, we need to watch multiple levels. First, we need to watch, of course, the bull market support with the dots. And this is what the first level that we want to hold, right? Then we have the EMA, the 180 weeks EMA. This is the second level to watch, and of course the bottom of the band, which is just right here, which is the support that absolutely needs to hold. And currently the bottom of the band is around a little bit less than 52 cents. So I know that a big move is coming. It may be in a few weeks or a few months, but a huge move is coming because, as you can see, the band is getting tighter and tighter and tighter. And this means that the volatility is decreasing over time. And as a consequence, it's going to be huge after it comes back. I think you understand now what's going on. We can move to the next chart, the Moonshot chart. I remind you that this indicator is available for free on my website. If you want it, please have a look at the description of the video. And what do we know? We know that when the yellow line is above the green line, we are in a bull market. And when it is below the red line, we are in a bear market. And currently, as you can see, we still have a green color, meaning that the yellow line is still above the green line. And thanks to this, we can still say that XRP is in a bull market. Of course, we need to see and to track what will happen here, because as you can see, XRP is trying to pierce again to the downside the yellow line. But what really matters is if the yellow line crosses the green line and goes below it. And you remember when we were there, it was pretty close, right? We were all scared, but at the end, just before the cross between the green line and the yellow line, XRP was able to go up to prevent the cross from happening. And we know that after a cross to the upside and XRP going up, it always comes back to retest the yellow line as a support, right? This is what we saw when we were there. We went up, went down to retest the line. We couldn't, we crossed it. Here we went up, we went down to retest the line as a support. We could, but with the downside pressure at the end, we crossed it to the downside again. And then we went up again, and right now we are testing the line as a support. So I know that it looks scary on this chart because we've been rejected again and again and again and again. But at the end, if we just focus on the yellow line, you see that the yellow line is going sideways above the green line. And as long as it stays this way, we are still in a bull market according to this indicator. So right now, all XRP needs to do is to go up to avoid the cross, of course, but it needs to make a higher high compared to this high. Now we can move to the next chart, the bull bear index chart. Okay, so I know that you love this chart because it gives you an overview of what's going on right now in the market in a very straightforward way. So first, some good news. You see that XRP is still in a bull market according to this indicator also. We have the string line and XRP is still using these levels as support. And even if here it was very scary and the indicator turned orange, at the end we were able to bounce back up above the string line, right? And we had no full candle body closing below the line. This is key, guys. Meaning that this line is still a wonderful support level for us. At the same time, we have the XRP Bull Bear Index, and I remind you that this indicator is available for free on my website. And despite what we see, meaning that XRP going down currently, we see that XRP is still mainly bullish. That's why most of the dots are still green. And we only have one neutral dot and one bearish dot. Currently, the string line is around 56 cents, so keep this level in mind. We can move to the last chart of the day, which is the cloud chart. It will be quick. Currently, XRP is stuck. It's stuck between the cloud and the green line and the bull market support with the blue dots. And I'm not going to lie, it's a bit scary because we know that the cloud was a wonderful support during this entire phase, because every time we either closed above the cloud or inside it with all these candles. So it was a very strong support for us. But after this, with this candle, we closed below it, and here we have the entire body closing below the cloud, and this was a warning sign. And right now, that's why we are using the cloud this time as a resistance. What does it mean? Here it was a support, we crossed it, and then we went up, and here we got rejected by it, right? Here again, we got rejected by it, even if we closed inside it. And unless XRP is able to go above the cloud and to have a full body closing above the cloud, right now the cloud is acting as a strong resistance for us. Fortunately, we still have the green line and the blue dots as a strong support, meaning that a bounce from these levels is still possible, but a decision will have to be made pretty soon. So now you have a full understanding of the state of the market. Despite all the bearish momentum, XRP is still in a bull market. And you know the key levels to watch to know if XRP is transitioning into a bear market. And by the way, I'm offering a free 1-month access to my premium indicators. So if you are interested, you can go to my Twitter account and follow these steps. I will announce the winner by the end of the week. If you liked the content, please subscribe to the channel and give me a thumbs up. That's all for today's video, and as always, time will tell.